I'm Anne Petersen Burk. I'm the daughter of Robert Petersen, who was a member of the Monterey Guild, and my mother, Anne Norwood Petersen, who was a teacher at Monterey High School and one of the charter members of Monterey History and Art Association. So for me, Monterey History and Art Association has been part of my life since I was born, having been born at was recently Carmel Convalescent Hospital, but was originally the community hospital of the Monterey Peninsula. In 1948, I remember the celebration of the 1848 discovery of gold, and they painted Alvarado Street gold, and Leo Carrillo, the actor and the descendant of one of the old families, came in full of vaquero regalia, complete with silver chaps and the whole thing, and rode down Alvarado Street. That particular year, there was a wonderful merienda, which is the annual celebration of Monterey's birthday that's always on the first Saturday in June. And Carmen Mercant was the La Favorita, and they had a wonderful merienda out in the garden, Memory Garden. And then it was followed by an evening performance at the First Theater, and Carmen got up and danced. But at that particular merienda, besides Joseph Noland, who was the Commissioner of State Parks, Governor Earl Warren was there, and I have a program signed by Earl Warren, which was very exciting for me. But the founding of Monterey History and Art is really a very important part of what is the identity of the city of Monterey. Because at that time, people were knocking buildings down. My great-great-grandfather sailed around the Horn in 1849, part of the 49ers, and he never came to Monterey because by 1849 and 1850, Monterey was a backwoods, and so people were not ready to knock the buildings down. They just kept using the same buildings. But in 1930 and 31, a group of people, Carmel Martin, E. Charlton Fortune, Colonel Roger Fitch, Laura Bride Powers, who was the curator of the Custom House and the First Theater, decided to come together to preserve the buildings and the history and the art of Monterey. My mother taught at Monterey High. She'd come to teach drama at Monterey after a long time of training in theater. And she was one of the people that Laura Bride Powers thought would be interested in helping save the adobes. So people are interested in the history. And for me, the history of Monterey is the world created in Joe Mora's The Californios, the romance of the fiestas and the rancheros and all of the things that make that culture that lasted until the American conquest. For me, the saving of these stories and the saving of the town and the continuation of our history here now at the Museum of Monterey and Monterey History and Art are what makes our town absolutely unique. And thank you for letting me tell my story.